Hey guys, Spirit of the Law here. We're going to be taking a look at a recording that was sent in to me, so this isn't actually my own gameplay. And I've done this before where I, once in a while, commentate games. I've said that you guys can send them in, and a bunch of people did last time, like 6 months ago. I got maybe 10 or 15 submissions immediately after that, but I didn't want to do a bunch of them in a row, so I kind of sat on the recordings for a bit. Of course, every time they make an update, it breaks all the old recordings. So then I didn't have any. But this one was finally sent in. I haven't had one for a little while. And from the email, this one sounds like it's a pretty crazy game. So these guys are like 1250 ELO, 1 vs 1 on Definitive Edition. Just to put that in context, I mean, kind of means different things on HD and Voobly and everything, but 1250 is actually pretty good as a 1 vs 1 rating on Definitive Edition. So that's kind of like top 20%, top 18%, somewhere in there. So in the red, we have the Berbers. Berbers' main strategy is to go for knights and camels with their discount in Castle Age. And so personally, I usually open up with scouts with them. You don't really have a Dark Age bonus besides faster walking villagers, which, as you can see, you don't do a lot of walking around. Oh no, don't kill it, no! Yeah, the faster walking speed doesn't really impact your Dark Age economy too much. In fact, I think the only real benefit is when you're luring boar. You tend to take fewer hits from the boar, or in this case, rhino. Interesting. That's an interesting wood line. I wonder why not the back wood line. Anyway, and on the other side of the map, in the blue, we have the Persians. Actually, very similar civilization to Berbers, or at least I play them quite similar. Usually open scouts and go into knights. I think of Persians as having the stronger but expensive cavalry and lots of options available, and Berbers are more lots of cheaper units. And doing some nice scouting here with these water buffalo going way out there. You have 3 groups of water buffalo that you have to find, so scouting's a little bit more important. And you can see red kind of coming out across the map. Oh, I almost stole that one. Yeah, so you can see it makes a pretty big difference. Like if you can get your water buffalo going out, you can have a pretty good idea of the map pretty early. And just find your resources a bit quicker. I think red's moving out to try to steal some of them, actually. This seems very early to be scouting out your opponent at 4 minutes. And does manage to find a couple water buffalo there. And those are worth a lot because they have 150 food. And so the map, you might have noticed, has a lot of gold in the middle. What is this? What? Okay. So yeah, a lot of gold in the middle. Probably not worth fighting over early on because, you know, you will have gold around in your base. But for late game, that becomes more important. What is he? We're 4.5 minutes. What is this? Okay. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, the villager's a little faster. Maybe he's just trying to send it out there and get some scouting done. Oh, no, he's going. Yeah, I figured he's trying to steal. You know, he probably could have stolen that and walked it across the map. Because, like I said, Berber's a little bit faster walking. Sneaky. Man, that really would have been tough for blue here. Nice, and I think he managed to steal a couple of extra water buffalo here. Just did a great job finding them. I guess he stole those 2 a little bit earlier. Oh, okay, I gotta say though, yeah, there you go. You gotta put them all on 1. Always, you just want to have the fewest number of decaying animals you can possibly have. Because every decaying animal you have is basically like having another villager from Gaia just stealing the food from it. It's about the same in terms of collection rate. So even if you've got a few of them decaying, you want to finish off the one with the least amount of food left first. But looks like he knows that, and certainly at 1250 ELO, people would be aware of that kind of thing. And so red being very aggressive, throwing the barracks in here. Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on this, because I think he's going to go for militia here. The thing is, though, with Persians, he's probably going to make scouts. And this means that you don't have a barracks back home to make spearmen, so you're going to have to make either a second barracks later or be walled up. And, yeah, so it's like you have your militia closer and they'll attack a bit earlier, but it's also kind of risky in a way. Russian coming, he actually tells him. Too late, I'm fully walled. Yeah, blue, sure, you're fully walled. That's funny, it's a little bit of laming and a little bit of, little mind games being played here. Okay, so we have 1 militia coming out. Take a look at villager numbers. So both the same. I expect very little idle time from these guys. This is so many water buffalo. Wow. Okay, yeah, I definitely stole a few there. Contrast that with blue and see he's only got a couple left. And just starting to wall up now. This is kind of a weird wall. Oh, that's a mill. Okay, that makes more sense. And we got 2 militia coming in. Do we have a third on the way? No, just the 2 militia. Okay. The militia coming in here. I don't think you're going to be able to pick a villager with just 2 militia, but you can probably annoy him a little bit. And now you want to run back. Yeah, there you go. He knows what he's doing. And... oh, no, you can't. No. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the water buffalo because they have more HP. So you can't really snipe them like that. Man, red is laming a lot this game already. Just very aggressive. And see, this is the value of militia, I think. It's not that he killed a villager. I mean, maybe got a few hits in. But it's, look at these weird, awkward walls that you have to make as blue here. And then a lot of garrison time. They come out, they're all disorganized. I don't know where these guys are going. Yo, look at this laming. And he's coming in, he's trying to palisade wall. Although I don't think this palisade wall is going to work. So if you have it totally enclosed, he won't be able to make units from it. They'll get stuck on the building and they can't get out, but he can just delete this palisade wall. If he just deletes along here, he can still get it out anyway. And it looks like blue's first to feudal age, because of course he didn't make any militia. I think blue's gonna have a rough time here with the economy, because he's basically out of food here. How much wood does he have? It's 120 wood. Yeah, Kinda got messed up a little bit with that militia and had to react with way more houses than he needs. Like, he's got so much pocket room right now. And having to grab the straggler trees here. Red, I like the aggression. It's a little over the top. Okay, and even he's almost done those water buffalo, so gonna have to transfer. Okay, so walling this area up. I'm still not sure how I feel about this lumber camp. Like, it feels very forward, and it's gonna be able to chop through there eventually. And still, what's oops? Oh, just putting the militia going by the town center. Gotta be a little careful. Okay, so he's just gonna, he's got 4 HP and he's just gonna hang out here. Okay. Alright, and we do have some scouts coming in for blue. That's kind of what I would expect. That would be more standard, I think. Alright, well they are both feudal age now, so let's see, getting some upgrades here for red, sort of implying he's gonna hang out in feudal age for a bit. I think that makes sense. Okay, so he just isn't collecting any gold yet. Okay, interesting. Yeah, he didn't even collect 10 extra gold for the 3rd militia. He just sent out the 2 militia and then got loom. And I like the militia still alive. I think this is good. Like, you just gonna distract him a little bit. He gets kind of alarmed. He's just kind of paying attention here. He's got to watch them. Like, don't feel like you have to throw your units away into a bad fight if you don't have to. And good job walling up here. Although both, I have to say, have a little bit awkward bases. We've got these like little tiny areas they're walled into. I just love this village. Just hanging out. Spearmen here. Trying to get in. Sometimes you can kind of attack them diagonally there if they're in just the right spot, but apparently not this time. And scouts coming in here. Yeah, like trying to take down the palisade wall. You might think to focus on the house, but it's got 3 times as much HP. So yeah, focus on the palisade wall. I'm actually a little impressed he got 5 scouts out so quickly, because it seemed like he was pretty low on food. And he's finally getting his farming economy going now. And having to take gold from here, very forward gold, because obviously he's going to have a hard time reaching those. Or at least it's going to be very exposed outside his walls. And you can see neither one going for a dock. I think that makes sense. You don't really want to go for a dock too early when it's shaping up to be this aggressive. Yeah, the scout's not getting a ton of value. Why are these villagers going around? Oh, oh, the gate must be locked. Okay, so he doesn't want to let the scouts in. But unfortunately, he's got some farmers that are locked inside the gate, and he's trying to send more to wood, and they're walking around the whole thing. Looks like he's going to lose 3 villagers to this, which is pretty unfortunate. Man, you can see Blue's score. You know, for getting lamed a lot, Blue is kind of in the driver's seat right now. He's got 6 kills and has lost 0 units so far. Taking some nice safe deer in the back as well, which is nice. Especially if you're going scouts and you want to go castle age relatively quickly. And neck and neck for villagers, even though 6 kills already for Blue. About to be 7. Yeah, Red, you gotta figure out where you're... First of all, you just gotta unlock this gate. We're just sending in lumberjacks to the slaughter here, man. There we go. I think it's figured it out. There you go. Unlock the gate. All right. Okay. Now we're on track again. 7 deaths, though. Ouch. And that was, I think, 1 scout. I think it's 2. So there's 2 militia have died, and he's made a tower with this villager. Oh, he's even gonna heal the villager in that. I like it. Forcing a tower in response. Interesting. Blue's like, man, come on. Having to basically move all of his farmers up to the other side. That one villager is so pesky. I love it. Okay, I feel like we need some more units here as red. So does he have a stable out yet? No, he's just going spearmen kind of defensively. Yeah, so like I said, he did have to make those spearmen from over here, walk him across the map, and so that's kind of one disadvantage of putting your military buildings so far forward. And a little bit issue with some idols here. Yeah, almost over chopping. I don't like this wood line anymore. I think you gotta get out there, grab a wood line down here or something. And that tower is gonna go down. We'll see if they can get to the villager. I don't think they can, because yeah, he kind of built that diagonally there. That's a pretty annoying tower though. That probably justified itself just with, even just the response with the defensive tower. I think you could justify that. And forcing him to go on stone. I wouldn't think Persians would really want to be going on stone that early. I would think you want to be going castle age, make knights. And these scouts not getting a ton of damage here. Although I don't know if you need 4 spearmen. Maybe I'd just stick with, I don't know, maybe 2. And I don't think Blue's gonna go for that many more scouts. And triple layering the farms. Wow. You don't actually see that all that often. Though I guess if anybody's gonna do it, Berbers and their faster walking speed can get away with it. Okay, so let's think. We got Wheelbarrow coming in for Blue. I gotta think. Blue's gotta be close to Castle Age here, doesn't he? No, he's pretty invested. Alright. I would think with all that farming he would have had enough by now, but I guess he's looking more long-term economy and upgrades and stuff. I would think though after... Yeah, so even brought the scouts back. I would think after Wheelbarrow, you should probably be ready to click up to Castle Age here pretty soon. I think around 20 minutes if you're gonna go scouts, and that's about when you should be thinking about going castle. So both on stone. Are we going for more towers? Why are we on stone? Okay. I like finally getting the spearmen involved. Like, you know, just whittle it down, force them to repair it every once in a while. That one villager is just so annoying. Okay, so we got a spearman rush coming out. Might actually be able to pick some of these off. Oh no, Blue saw it. Okay. Nice job. The problem with spearmen, yeah, completely unupgraded like this, is they're basically just weaker versions of the villagers that they're trying to harass. So you got 45 HP, 3 attack, no armor, against 40 HP, 3 attack, and 1 armor. So I think a villager would actually win this in a straight up fight. But if you can just be annoying, just poke him, run away. I don't know, man, this is pretty weird. He's even in on the stone. Uh-oh, is Blue out of wood, or how come? Okay, well he's going Castle Age. I figured that would be coming up pretty soon. And whoa, click up, man, look at these resources. I wonder if he's got the buildings. Okay, no, he's got to make the market first. There you go. I remember those buildings. Now they're really caring. I love how the builder, just being up here, has forced another tower, wasted so much time, is just repairing, and even managed to heal himself back a little bit with the tower. Yeah, they're having a good time. This is so silly. Cause, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, make an archery range, just make one archer to go in and kill him? Like, no, let's go for another tower. Well, as long as he doesn't notice. I mean, yeah, you kick him off wood, you kick him off, yeah, all his farms. I think it's hilarious. It's so funny how Blue is still winning. Oh, nice, he even got a couple of kills. Cause that was like an 8-0 ratio of kills to deaths. And we're actually coming up, he got a villager pick with a spearman. I think he's gonna get 2. He's gonna get another one here. Nice, and with a villager. Yeah, Red's got more villagers now. And I mean, you know, enough attacks and they'll get there. Takes them 20 hits. Oh no. Yep, venture a little bit too far. This is funny though, man. And look at all these low HP villagers. Another one down. What's with the spear invasion? That's just what I was thinking. What a weird unit to just try to rush with. I mean, it's working. I thought it was Byzantines. I mean, they're actually killing villagers. See, I don't know if I can trust either of these guys anymore. I mean, I feel like both of them lie constantly to each other in this, and so many mind games going on. Okay, but we gotta be going Castle Age here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, red is going Castle Age. And I would think some knights. Is that what we're doing? What's the plan? Second town center. No military units from blue. That's interesting. Okay, but going on 3 town centers, obviously Persians faster working town centers, so we should be able to catch up. Red hasn't even done a wheelbarrow yet. Still a really good kill to death ratio though. I think that might be contributing some of the score. But the score would say that blue is way ahead here. Yeah, this is so silly, man. And even the spearmen fighting off the villagers here making this town center. Meanwhile, not really raided at home. Yeah, feels pretty safe. Okay, I like this. Probably going knights, maybe mix in a few camels. I like that nobody's really prioritizing the middle. Like, red's not feeling the need to go for the middle. It'd be a bit of a trap if it means that you're not putting pressure on your opponent. But yeah, this extreme aggression. Is this villager dead? Oh no. Well, it had to happen eventually. And yeah, I think blue's a little bit too focused on these walls. I mean, who cares? Just send your units forward, see if you can raid. I mean, I think gaps have been opening up. You could still sneak in here. I mean, you can get around. I think you've got to be a little more assertive than this, but I think blue's in a pretty good position anyway. I guess my instinct would be, instead of trying to just out-boom red, just send in a few knights and actually put some pressure on him. So that's easy to say when you're watching somebody else play. I mean, I like the 3 town centers. I think that's good. So his blue's actually ahead now in villagers. And going for a siege workshop. Okay. Playing a little defensive, I think blue could be pushing out a bit more. But I can also understand if he wants to make a battering ram. And, okay, mangonel. Alright. Huh. Why mangonel? Okay. Because I don't think Berber's going to be going archers or anything. Yeah, he's going to be going knights and camels. So I'm not really sure. Because mangonel's going to take out buildings all that well, right? I mean, it might go ram, but he's planning something else. I don't know. Because yeah, mangonels wouldn't even be good against spearmen. I'm not sure why you would make mangonels. Too many idols for blue, though. Interesting. With 12 idols, where are they? Oh, we got them in the tower. We've got, yeah, this is what raiding does. When you can just be pesky and have a few units everywhere. And just going right by. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, the mangonel for anti-building. I think battering ram. Yeah, there you go. Okay, making a battering ram. Alright. I won't harp on it too much. Do you think red's being better about not focusing so much on booming, but focusing on military? Because you can come in, you can get some kills. It's still a 2-to-1 death ratio. But, yeah, I think red can clean that up pretty quickly. Does he have any upgrades here? Okay. Yeah, these are pretty good upgrades. Yeah, nice damage. I agree, he's done a really good job applying pressure, even though he's been behind for a lot of this. Yeah, because basically, like, it's got bloodlines and all the armor upgrades, so these are stronger than you might think at early Castle Age. And forcing so much idle. Wow, 23 idle units against 0 for red. And another villager almost down, not quite. Gonna lose the mangonel. And starting to flood in with knights. This is getting interesting. We got a 3 town center boom, I think, by both. Yep. Man, just so many farms not being used. A little surprising me, actually, that blue's still in the score lead, because I feel like half his economy shut down right now. Blue's in a pickle right now because he's got no food income. And there's so much wood and gold. I almost say you need like a market and to rebalance a little bit here. To over shops. I don't know what that means. Over shop. Oh, over chop. I think red did a pretty good job actually with keeping an eye on that and kind of walling it up as he was going. Yeah, these scouts, yeah, I think they could have come in a little bit earlier and maybe done some damage down here. But now there's town centers around and stuff. He's a little more well defended at this point. And score is narrowing. We got a castle drop. Okay, I love this castle drop because you take him off the wood line that he's been fighting for the whole game. This is good. Walling it in a little bit. Those villagers might break this down. And this also puts pressure in this town center where 2 of his golds are. His other gold's very forward. Oh, disaster. Losing all these villagers who are going for the middle. Yep. I can actually understand why you're going for the middle in this situation, because you're starting to lose access to some of your gold here. And now is when, if you want to, I think you could add a dock as red if you want to start adding, you know, to sort of control the middle a little bit. And the GG, yeah, nice. Wow, I was actually thinking blue was going to win that for a while, but red did send it in. Usually people send it in when they win, but sometimes not. Yeah, that was that was such silly, like all the laming at the start, and the fact that, yeah, like blue hit Castle Age first. I kind of feel like that's where it was lost, is right at the beginning of Castle Age for blue. I think he just had to be a little bit more aggressive getting knights out. It's hard to say because like his food economy wasn't the best, and kind of throughout the game, like partially because of being lamed. And yeah, once that castle's up, that's gonna be tough to fight out. Although I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't think you'd use it to make units. I think it's just more about map control, and then coming in. And what's the kill death? So the kill death ratio was actually just 50-50, or 31-31. Interesting. But you can just see that boom that red ultimately had. Even second to Castle Age, ended up coming out with more villagers. And you know, like I said, like you don't really have to care about the middle if you have an aggressive game like this. Probably still lots of gold. And you can see the rest of the map's pretty boring. It's not too much. A little bit of stone here and there. But yeah, it's kind of just a silly game. But I liked it. Yeah, the tiniest little armies. Never really got big armies going. Yeah, none of these really jump out to me. I guess the food's the big one that jumps out at me. 50% more food. Yeah, it's just because of how long the villagers were garrisoned seen throughout the game. But, you know, better castle times, or just better advanced times. I do think that Castle Age could have been a little bit faster, and maybe doing a little bit more damage with the scouts, and then going straight into knights in Castle Age. But, I mean, it's so easy to watch somebody else play and say, oh, they should have done this, right? I mean, it's a lot harder when you're actually in the middle of it. It's funny, in the email that this was sent in, the red player sent it in, he said that this is another guy that he plays a lot of games with. They play a lot of team games together. And he says that the blue player wins about 80% of their games when they play 1 versus 1. So it kind of felt like he had to make things happen. And between like the tower in his base and just all the random shenanigans going on there, yeah, it definitely made it a messy game. And I think that can be an effective way to deal with a stronger player, is to just throw them off their game by just hyper aggression. So it really worked out for him in this case, at least. You know, it's so funny. I feel like all through Feudal and Castle Age, blue had the higher score, and so it shows you that score can actually be a little bit misleading sometimes as well. So anyway, if you guys have a good game that you want to send in to me, I'll put the email down at the bottom that you can do that at, and just keep in mind, like I do kind of spread them out a little bit, and then every update, you know, I can't look at the old ones. But that's going to be all for this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.